If your poop doesn't look like this, then there's something wrong with your gut. If your poop comes out green, yellowy, stinky, and super foamy, and it almost burns when it comes out, this means that there's too much bile in your poop. The gallbladder is going in and out of overdrive due to a territorial anger if you're a male, or a territorial anger or identity conflict if you're a female. It puts the gallbladder into overdrive. It gets dumped into the intestines. It's irritating. We need to get it out as fast as possible, and it gets flushed out your system really quickly. The next type of poop are black or pebbly poops. Then they come out super dry. There are many things that can make the poop black. It could be something you ate or a supplement you take, iron supplements, Guinness beer, or you're eating too many Oreos. In rare cases, it could be blood from the upper part of the digestive system, but most of the time it's normally from something you ate. But it's dry because your kidney collecting tubules are active. And you might also have other water retention issues, like you gained a lot of weight all of a sudden. And this comes from feeling like a fish out of water, an abandonment conflict, an existence conflict. And I see a lot of people get this when they go to the doctor and they tell them they have Crohn's or colitis and that there's nothing they can do for them. And it freaks, oh my, wow. And it puts the kidneys into overdrive. You could also have just general diarrhea, which could be caused by SIBO, Candida, Crohn's disease, celiac, or leaky gut. I don't like the term leaky gut because it's like, okay, I eat something, undigested food particles go into my bloodstream, and I only get a rash here. I don't get a rash anywhere else, only here. It doesn't make any sense. Instead, it's the body responding to a conflict subconsciously that happened on that part of the body, or it feels that that was the best response for survival, is to put this into overdrive or to put that into overdrive. And to put the small intestine into overdrive, it's what is something important I want to absorb, but I couldn't. And for the colon is what is crap I wanted to get rid of, but I couldn't. It's very hard to tell if your small intestine or large intestine is in overdrive due to your poop because it produces a lot of the same symptoms. Because diarrhea could be produced here or from here. And remember, we also have this type of diarrhea. I see so many people have this type of diarrhea and it just goes undiagnosed and causes lots of issues. We also have bloody diarrhea. Now, when blood is produced, coming from the small intestine, a lot of the time it gets reabsorbed or it'll look really dark by the time it gets out here. So if someone's having like really light blood and a lot of it, they probably a big portion of their colon is inflamed. They probably have colitis, ulcerative colitis, diverticulitis. This is crap I want to get rid of, but I can't. It keeps putting the gut in and out of overdrive. If somebody has a lot of mucus in their stool, there's something going on probably on the last part of their small intestine. Because if the mucus is produced here, a lot of it gets reabsorbed. So lots of mucus, something going on in the sigmoid. If somebody has like streaks of blood and mucus in their stool, they probably have a bad fissure or hemorrhoid, or they have inflammation like really towards the end here going on. And if somebody has a pencil stool, either this could be completely inflamed, like when this becomes inflamed, the passage narrows, or there could be a polyp, which is, causing things to squeeze by it. If it happens that, once in a blue moon, that's fine, but if it's happening like all the time, there's something serious going on. So the way that I help people overcome these gut issues to have like a normal poop again and get rid of all their food, like I get rid of food intolerances like a couple of days, super easy. The first step is finding the traumatic event that put your gut into overdrive. I take people through this step by step in my 13-day protocol. This is everything I did to get better. You didn't tell me what to do to get better. The therapy is finding the traumatic event that started your symptoms. I go over it in much more detail. I show you lab studies and other doctors who knew this to be the cause. In my bio link, I have a free instant webinar that is a mini version of this. Your brain controls your gut function. A traumatic event put your gut into overdrive, and we need to change the neural pathway that was created during that traumatic event. And the most efficient way I know how to do that is with my protocol where, all the exercises and all the things that I show and tell you inside of my protocol are slowly rewiring that neural pathway in your head, causing your symptoms.